Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai. Step into China's world with advanced transportation and architecture. Join us as we explore the city's delights.
This is me back in 1988 playing R-Type on my Spectrum Plus. It wasn't until 1992 when I got my first NES, and I only ever owned 7 cartridges, and on top of that I only got to play 18 additional games. Despite that, I always stuck to my Spectrum up until 1994 when I switched to PC gaming. Like James Rolfe in the US, I used to also do film making as a child, but I grew up in the United Kingdom. So shortly after Kai opened its new flagship store in Shanghai, it had hosted a press conference showing off its new IP, Xiaohongshu, which literally translates as simply cat and mouse. Now for the last 6 months, children's tastes have significantly shifted in Shanghai, going from Caillou cards to other things, such as the older girls switching to badges and Identity 5 cards, where the younger boys have gone from Ultraman to blind boxes. The reason for the burnout is because a significant amount of cards came out during the fourth quarter of 2024 and the first quarter of this year. Blind boxes are really big business here in China, especially with young adults. There are many companies all muscling into the market, but today we're going to look at one specific type, and that is Bravo, Blockies or Blocks. This company can't seem to make its mind up over its name. Where Caillou would be the king of Chinese cards, Blockies would be the king of blind boxes. They have IP such as Transformers, Marvel, Pokemon, Sesame Street, Minions, Ultraman, Hero Infinity, and Scorpion Milo. So I would say there were actually 4 categories of their blind boxes, but within each category they have subcategories, meaning there are 2 or 3 types of small boxes, a few types of the medium boxes, 2 types of large, and then there are these super large limited edition box sets. Now the small boxes start from as little as 10 RMB to 20, which is equivalent to £1 to £2, and they're kind of like Kinder eggs. Everything's kind of already done for you and you just snap things really quickly together. The medium boxes range from 35 RMB to 59 RMB, which is about £4 to £6. And these kits start to come with sprues, a bit like Games Workshop, and some of the more expensive ones have internal LED lights. Then you get to the more larger kits, which are like 89 to 100 RMB, which is about £9.50 to £10.50, and these make me feel like I'm back in the 80s and I'm walking to my local hobby shop and buying myself those air-fixed model aeroplane kits we had back in the 80s. You definitely need a craft knife to scrape off some of the flash from sprues, although I would say that the paintwork is okay, but I believe that if you gave the sprues themselves some inking and some dry brushing, it would make the model more pop. Even though that each category of box has different types of difficulty, IPs also have their own difficulties on top of that. So for example, a medium box should have sprues. Marvel boxes tend to feel like more like Duplo and don't have any sprues. The only thing I would actually criticize about these box sets are if you have to stick the stickers on, the sticker kits tend to be very transparent and less opaque. Now, you can't really compare apples to oranges in an unfair way where you can look at these ready-made kits which are all singing and dancing. You always have to take into consideration these are blind boxes, and for what you get and the price is pretty good. Fancy a Starbucks or KFC? Shanghai's got you covered. It's already pretty much like Ready Player One here with drone delivery.
I'm sure you've heard the words, "This is the way." But have you ever stopped to feel their weight? The Mandalorian is more than a story, it's a code. A creed about loyalty, found family, and the journey of redemption. So as we wrap up, remember, whether you're forging your own path or standing by those who matter most is the way. Hit subscribe, and let's explore the galaxy together.